Hello, this reading is for Cancer. The end of 2019 and the beginning of January 2020. I will be needing 6 cards today to summarize pretty much everything up to this point. And I am protected by love and light, and I ask the universe to use this wisdom and truth through me and through the cards. So, Cancer. Oh man. So we got the Death, Page of Cups, and the Star. That's 3. But let's talk about the Death card. I think that's such a perfect card to talk about. Especially, you know, 4 of Wands. Especially going to, and, you know, ending 2019. 2019 along with the past, what, decade it feels like. It's been one heck of a ride. It's like I feel like we were creeping up with our emotions as Cancers, and a decade ago it just started to go south, and up until now it feels like it's all over. And it's peaceful too. And that's what's crazy. It's not peaceful, but it's not hectic. It's like everything, all these puzzle pieces are landing where they're supposed to be. And it's transformational. We've been feeling a lot lately. We've been hella sensitive, even though Cancers are hella sensitive all the time. That's why they always put up this big fight, you know, this big, because they're really softies inside. But yeah, it feels like the roller coaster has just stopped, and it's not just stopped, but it feels like the end of this year, we're gonna be able to finally walk off and know what, and like continue our lives with everything that we've learned from that ride. Then we got the Page of Cups reversed. Let's not feel, it's hard not to mourn after this. Ironically, it's like, how can we not get sad of it all ending, even though some of it was really traumatizing? Knowing how much we've grown, knowing how much we felt, knowing the pros, knowing the cons, knowing the dark and the light within that ride can be a little depressing, and it can hold us back from really moving on, because we can just look back and be like, whoa, but look at this ride, that I just got off, or look at where we came from. And get stuck there, you know, and get depressed, and start looking at everything we don't have, and all the time we wasted, or all the time that was wasted, or, you know, all that. Looking at the dark, right, side of things. Or we can have it upright and see how this is a new beginning. Just because we choose to follow a new beginning doesn't mean we have to forget the end. Why is the beginning there? Having a new beginning is enough. Waking up to a new beginning is enough to remind you that there was an ending. Now we have the Star next, and I kind of just really fast want to read what my book says. I love this book. This book is from Eden Gray. She's amazing. But let's read what the Star has to say reversed, because we got it reversed. There's a lot of doubt, stubbornness, lack of perception, chance of physical or mental illness. Now, we make our destiny here, so before y'all start freaking out, I'm going to put it up right. But let's really talk about all of that. Let's talk about why it came out reversed, and I think it's because we're struggling with it. We're struggling with pessimism, looking at the worst in everything. And I speak this very, very passionately with all of my heart, because my moon sign is Cancer, and I know just talking about it gets me really emotional. I know there's certain aspects of my life, especially at home, because it's in my moon sign, that I cannot look. Do you see what I mean? Like, just saying that I cannot. Like, I know I can, but there are certain situations where I feel like I can't look at the positive. All I can see is the negative, right? And I think Four of Wands was right after that. And I think just like how death brings that struggle of feeling like, oh well, look at it, all ended, you know? We can flip that and make us look at it and feel like it's a new beginning. With this came out reversed, meaning, yeah, there's pessimism, there's doubt, there's stubbornness. There's a chance of mental or physical illness because of how stubborn this is. But it's being inspired, and it's creating family, whatever we're struggling with. And what is it? What are we struggling with here? We're struggling with insight, inspiration, hope, unselfish aid, good health, the gifts of the Spirit. Great love will be given and received. We are struggling with giving love and receiving love. Why? Because we have the Four of Wands. That makes me very emotional, because death was really that hard, huh? Where it's almost conditioned us to believe, like, well, things end. Things end, beginnings can never be as good as the end, you know? And it's like, that's not true. That is not true. The Four of Wands is something that is more than just feeling. It's purpose. It's purpose. And I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. I'm trying not to get so emotional, but it's like, there's so much purpose in this, and it why be a pessimist with it? Just because of our trauma, just because we're struggling to let go, when there's nothing to hold on to anymore. Let's move forward. Let's give love. Let's give unselfish aid, because this is bigger. This is because it's bigger, and it deserves it. We need 2 more cards. I'm sorry for getting so emotional. I just love Cancers. I can relate to Cancers. And I feel like as three of Wands, for the next 3 years, are going to be, let's say 3 months. Let's say 3 weeks. Let's say 3 weeks. For the next 3 weeks, we're going to be able to really see the horizon. And that's not easy. Getting there is not easy. But this is 3 and this is 4. Right before, you know, this feeling of yay, we found our checkpoint, you know, with our soul, which is beautiful. But before we get there, we get the 3 of Wands, meaning let's look at the horizon for checkpoints. You know what I mean?